see if we can do this fairly quickly. So NFL
Oh,
draft
we
is
good. We
coming
good.
up
I'm
in.
not. I'm not on a time crunch or anything like that. So whatever you
Okay,
got.
all right. We got NFL draft coming up April 26th, I believe. Is the first opening night of the draft. We have, I think that's 8 weeks from now. So what we're going to do is we're going to run through four. We're going to go through the entire draft, 1 to 32, and we're going to make our picks for each of these teams. We're not making any trades. We're not doing all of that. And we're going to start from the top of the board all the way down to the bottom. So they're starting with the Chicago Bears, as they currently have the number one overall pick. And then the week of the draft, we'll go through the final four picks, ending with the Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. Bring this up. You can see that, sir.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. So I'm going to jump to this. So I feel like this first pick is going to be fairly easy and fairly quick, because we're taking Caleb Williams, right?
Oh, so are we doing it together, or are we doing you do
Yeah,
a pick
yeah.
and then I do a pick?
So how do you want to do it?
Yes.
Do you want to do it together? Or do you want to take one? I take two. You take three.
I
I
mean,
take four.
personally, I think the first pick is going to be. I mean, we're both going to. It's Caleb Williams. I
Yes.
don't think there's any.
No,
Yeah. No.
there's no discussion. Like I don't
Yeah.
understand why he's 1.1. Although there has been a lot of talk, right, about people have been trying to throw dirt on his name. I don't know if you saw, like, the first question he got at the draft was, "Do you like competing?" One of the first questions he got was, "Do you like to compete?" And it's just like, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? So yes, I think he should be number one. Though again, I think people are trying to make a case for Jaden Daniels all of a sudden, which I am not sure where that's coming from. I don't know if this is just people trying to create controversy and content because he's such an overwhelming
Yeah.
choice for the pick that they have to do something. So I don't know. I don't know. Let me see what we got as a trade here. Who wants to trade? New England, Arizona, Vegas. You could persuade me. No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't. All
I
right.
mean, it all comes down to what you're doing with Justin Fields, right? I mean,
So I think he's gone. I think he's going to be traded. Although it would be a pretty ballsy move to draft Caleb and use Justin as like a bridge quarterback for one season while you let Caleb develop. But we're in this era now where if you take a quarterback this high, he's got to start from day one. There
yeah,
the days
yeah.
of sitting, like Patrick Mahomes went 10th and he sat for a year. And I think if you do that in today's climate, you're going to be ridiculed for not playing that guy immediately. Although a year later, Josh Allen did. I mean, he sat for most of the season before he got the start. So,
Well,
but yeah,
Patrick Mahomes also went 10th because the Chiefs, who were a playoff team, traded up to 10. We're talking about a team right now that is we're drafting first because they are quite possibly the worst team in the NFL. And so
well,
trying to set your
to be fair, before you continue though, to be fair to Chicago, right? They got the number one pick because they made the trade with Carolina. Carolina was the worst team in the NFL, and they got that pick.
Carolina's definitely the worst team. Yeah, but Chicago was. I mean, they still would have had what a top 10 pick. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, they're nine. That right now they own their pick, and we can see they're ninth.
Ninth. Okay, yeah. Okay, got you. Yeah.
So yeah, so they were
Okay,
top
yeah.
10. So yeah, so one of the worst teams. But yeah, I don't. To me, this is a no brainer. You take Caleb Williams,
Yeah.
you trade Justin Fields to Pittsburgh, or Atlanta or Minnesota, or whom. I know you're not supposed to really trade in division, but to me, one of the more signs of I don't respect you is when you trade someone within your division because you just really don't believe in them. Like when the Eagles traded Donovan McNabb from Philly to the then Redskins, right?
Yeah.
We don't view you as a threat. So, but yes, we're going Caleb Williams with this first pick. All right, second overall pick, Washington Commanders on the clock. Who do you think should be the second overall pick?
See, I mean, I personally think fit wise, I like Jaden Daniels with Washington. I like Jaden Daniels with Scary Terry and Jahan Dotson. Um, I mean, I'm not saying that necessarily he's the better quarterback than Drake May. But I just think fit wise,
Mm.
I'm putting yeah, and you're gonna you're gonna have that Philadelphia Eagles defense running after you, all them Georgia linemen. You're gonna have Michael Parsons in the backfield. you're gonna have. I like the athleticism that that he has, and I just think fit wise, that's where I would go. I would go with him.
Okay, so I personally am not sold on Jaden Daniels. I know people have said all these great things around him, but he was propped up by a lot of. I mean, he's got two wide receivers who are going to be drafted in the first round, right?
Yes, yep.
The offense was amazing. I think no matter where he goes and where he's selected, the first thing I do once I draft Jaden Daniels is I bring him into town and I say, son, you got to learn how to slide.
Yeah.
You got to learn how, because
anybody that's watching, I mean, golly, Anthony Richardson, some of these other guys, it's just like, man, come on now, you can't do this.
But Jaden Daniels takes like cartoonish hits, like hits that you look like they came out the longest yard. So you got to learn how to slide. If we're in the draft room, and I'm a Drake May guy. I think Drake May has more. He doesn't have Jaden Daniels' athleticism, but he has the ability to escape the pocket. He's not in that same realm of make things happen as a Jaden Daniels or a Caleb Williams, but I like his ability to play in the pocket. But you know what? I'm going to agree with you.
Where's he at? Where's Jaden Daniels at? Why do they got McCarthy right there? Oh,
listen. JJ McCarthy. I won't belabor this point. JJ McCarthy is a slightly better Desmond Ridder with a natty. Until he proves me wrong, that's what he like. I do not get it.
Me neither.
I am just like, I don't understand what's happening right now. Why y'all got this?
Like, I'm not gonna lie, they won, but I didn't see anybody like look at this throw. There was no tape for JJ.
Man, all I see is a guy who's a low ceiling, low floor guy. Like, I don't get it. But yes,
quarterback wise, to me, it's the big three, man. It's the big three quarterback wise, and then it's the rest of the guys.
So as we get to New England, here's the thing, right? The talk about New England is that they want to trade back because they have so many holes in their team that they are trying to trade back, get additional picks, and then they're not necessarily focused on a quarterback right now. They're just focused on trying to make the team better. Then down the line, they expect to probably be in this position again next year. Then they'll go and try to find their quarterback of the future. But we're not. That's speculation. Third in the draft order. Who do you think we should take in New England?
Well, if we have to take somebody, if we're not doing a mock trade,
no.
Yeah, then it's got to be Marvin Harrison Jr. You're going quarterback. You're going to go ahead and go quarterback and get the third off the board.
Yeah, I think it's stupid of them to try to trade back and not get a quarterback. I understand you have holes you got to fill in the roster, but you get your quarterback.
What if they trade back with Atlanta? They can't trade back with Atlanta.
I mean, they could, or you could just trade for Justin Fields. I mean, my thing is this: if you don't think Drake May is the guy, or if you don't want to put your quarterback in harm's way, right, and have him get beat up and take a bunch of shots, my thing is, go ahead and take Drake May and just let Mac Jones get beat up for another season. And that might be a little bit, rude of me to say that.
But I mean, there's not a Quinn Ewers or somebody next season. If he's just going to get beat up, why are we not taking Marvin Harrison and then getting one of the top guys out next year?
Let me see. Let me see what's out there. Let me see what we got.
It's probably going to be
Shedeur Sanders. It's not bad. Drew Allen. Listen, Drew, don't stay in school, young man. Stay in school. Connor Wegman from A&M.
Riley Ferguson. Is he going to be up there?
Who?
You know his name? The dude from Duke. Didn't he go somewhere?
Riley Leonard, and he's at Notre Dame.
Leonard. What's Ferguson?
I don't know. Carson Beck, Quinn Ewers, Jalen Milroe. Listen. Based off performance last year, this is a nasty list. Like, this is the opposite of what we got this year. Tyler Van Dyke, Jalen. Nah, man, it's not. I mean, like I said, you're not going to have. If you're in this position again next year, you're not in a place to take a game changer at this higher pick. Yeah. So I personally,
I'm with you on Drake.
Yeah, I just feel like to me it makes sense. We get the quarterback. If we don't feel like he's ready, we don't want to subject him to being beat up or mess with his confidence. We go with Mac Jones for another year, or maybe we trade for Russell Wilson for a bridge year or two, and then not even trade. I'm sorry, sign Russell Wilson for a bridge year or two, and then we come back and we get some more talent. So yeah, I'm a Drake May guy. All right, final one of the night. We got the Arizona Cardinals. So every mock draft has the Cardinals
them taking the wide receiver.
So can I make a case for them to take Joe Alt? Right now, he's at the top of the.
He made a case for them to take Joe Alt. You don't have to do anything. I don't know why.
So here's why I think they should take Joe Alt. Right. One, DJ Humphries, their left tackle, tore his ACL at the end of next year. He's not going to be ready to start the season. I don't think the left tackle market from a free agent standpoint is anywhere there's a bunch of names. You're going to have a David Bakhtiari who's always hurt. You might have Tyron Smith from the Cowboys get released. He's always hurt. There's literally, I went and looked it up online. Like there's no true left tackle options. Like you said, Joe Alt already has the tape. He's been great since a freshman at Notre Dame. He put up great numbers at the combine. And you've already said that Kyler Murray is your QB1. We just talked about next year. There's no quarterbacks in this draft, at least as it stands today, that is worth taking in the top 10. Why not get your left tackle for the next 10, 12, 15 years?
Yeah.
And can go into free agency, get some wide receivers. It's a deep wide receiver draft. You can get they have the 3rd pick or 4th pick in the 2nd round. Who I'm thinking, I don't think Xavier Worthy will be there. Keon Coleman will probably be there. Jalen McMillan, Jalen Polk, like Xavier Legette, Ricky Pierce. Is it Ricky Pierce? Ricky Pierce. I don't know. For some reason, Lab McConkey I've seen him go in the 1st round. He might be there in the 2nd round, although I'm not sure I would take Lab McConkey in the 2nd round. But the point being is there's a deep wide receiver class. And if there's a guy that you love, just trade up. Trade up and go get your guy in the 1st round and get a second 1st round draft pick. So for me,
I think the tough thing is these are 2 generational talents. You know, I firmly believe that. So it's you have to go Marvin Harrison Jr. You know, is because you just can't pass up on Marvin Harrison Jr. You don't want to be that guy. However, I feel like Joe Alt has kind of positioned himself in the same category as it pertains to probably one of the most important positions in football.
And they both have NFL genes. Like they both come in, their dads both played the league. Now, granted, one was a Hall of Famer, Joe Alt for the Chiefs. He's a Chiefs Hall of Famer. He's not a NFL Hall of Famer. But to me, that's the pick, man. To me, you got to go get your left tackle because you can go find a wide receiver.
I just realized that your shirt doesn't have the word champions on it.
Oh my God!
Yo. Just
you better be glad I ain't got time. Hold on.
Hey,
listen. Yeah.
We got to go.
Hey.
Salute. Man, I'm with you. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I'm not mad at taking Joe Alt right here. In real life, I don't know. We've talked about Marvin Harrison Jr. going in the top 3 for 3 years, you know?
Yes.
And I don't know why. I mean, as much as I was impressed by the combine and watching that young man run his 40 and just measurements and everything, pause if necessary. But I think you're in a good spot though. Like you're in a good spot where one, you're not going for a quarterback. You're literally getting the best player, not quarterback, in the draft right here.
And, you know, if they wanted to trade back again, because from a wide receiver standpoint, I get it. Marvin Harrison is the prize, but this guy right here, Rome Odunze, man, listen, that's my wide receiver 1. All due respect to Marvin Harrison. I have been a Rome Odunze stan since probably mid-season, so it's not like I've been there forever. But that's my guy. That's the guy I feel like he's going to be a dog at the next level. And I don't know if you saw the story at the combine where like his cone score wasn't where he wanted it, so he stayed on the field to after everyone else had left, so he could do it again, so he could get the score.
Let's go,
dog.
I like Rome. Rome wasn't
we're going to.
day.
Yes, it was not. It was not. But we're going to take Joe Alt here. We fully expect that they're going to take Marvin Harrison. And as you can see, the computer's already made some more selections. But for the first 4 picks, we got Caleb Williams.
Oh, we only got 4. Oh, you only get 4?
We're getting 4 a week. We're not going to do the whole thing. So
okay.
The next week we'll come in. We'll do picks 5 through 8. Y'all can let us know who y'all want, who y'all think we should select. Who do y'all like at these respective?
Right, taking Malik Neighbors over Marvin Harrison. Anyway.
So I mean, I've seen again. That's another team where I've seen where they're going to trade back, and try to pick up additional picks. Because they have a lot of their salary cap is really jacked up, and they might be on that same type of purge that the Bills was on today, letting go a lot of guys who've been with the team for a while. So, but yeah, man, let us know what y'all think, man. What do y'all think about our first 4 picks? Caleb Williams, Jayden Daniels, Drake May, Joe Alt. What did we get right? What did we get wrong? Who did you take? Let us know. 5 picks, 5 through 9. Who would you take there? Hit us up online. Let me pull it up so y'all can see it. Sorry, banners. IG, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at Brains and Bars. That's been our show, man. We went a little bit longer pause than we normally do. But yo, I appreciate you hanging with us. We appreciate everyone. There are a lot of we'll talk about that. Anyway,
A-Ward versus Bangs this weekend, Connecticut. Ready or die.
A-Ward versus Bangs. A-Ward versus Bangs, QB Black Diamond League, the inaugural what's the word I'm looking for? Event from her league going down this weekend. I hope you're ready, sir. If not, hop off here, finish getting ready for that battle.
That's what we're about to do. Lock in.
Until next time, it's been a black
and white
thing, man. We holler at y'all next week. Y'all be easy. Good night.